What's happening, guys? It's your boy TC back with another video. So Danny Welbeck has been hit by yet another injury, and of course this was through no fault of his own. He was challenging for a bowl in the Europa League and obviously landed awkwardly, as we all know. He's since had an operation in his ankle. He's currently recovering. However, we do not have a time frame, so there's a tricky matter, of course, that his contract is due to come for renewal at the end of the season, and essentially we might find that he will be leaving on a free transfer, but he's certainly left a hole or gap that needs to be filled in the team. And a lot of people, including myself, are recalling for Reiss Nelson to be called back to the club. Of course, kudos to the management for sending him out to Germany to get some experience, some vital experience that is really with Hoffenheim. Prior to that, he had just signed a new contract with the Arsenal, and when he signed a new contract, I was sitting there thinking, why send him out on loan then? Give him some first team experience. Even though we had seen Arsene Wenger slowly and gradually introducing him to the first team, but kudos to Unai Emery and his staff for sending him out to Hoffenheim, and he's been absolutely on fire over there. He's on 5 goals in 7 games, so he's not stopped scoring. He's been scoring a hell of a lot of goals. What's been surprising though, really, he's not received a senior call up to the England squad, but yeah, that will come with time. However, with Danny Welbeck gone for the season, most likely, we don't know when he's going to be back. We need a ready replacement. So Danny Welbeck has been featuring heavily in the cup competitions, and mainly within the Carabao Cup as well as the Europa League. We've still got some FA Cup fixtures to come up, so I do believe moving forward he would have been the starting striker in those games. Of course, we do have Aubameyang and Lacazette to actually call upon when we do need some striking power. But Danny Welbeck would have certainly got himself some game time. So a lot of fans have been calling for Reiss Nelson to come back due to the injury of Danny Welbeck. First opportunity the club has to recall him back, it will be in January, which is only around the corner. We're not far from January as it stands, and there is an opportunity for Unai Emery to call him back to the club. Of course, he's not a ready replacement for Danny Welbeck, but he will provide that cover that is required. He may also certainly get some game time in the cup games as he did last season. So would it be plausible for Unai Emery to call him back? I don't know. Of course, you don't want to disrupt the form that he's currently on or currently in at the moment in the Bundesliga. He's been having a fine time over there. The goals he's been scoring as well have been extremely clever, extremely cheeky goals, and he's essentially been carrying Hoffenheim. Really, he's been scoring a lot of goals for them during the short season so far. And personally, I'm kind of caught in two emotions in regards to this, really. Yes, I'd love to see him come back to Arsenal. He's got a future at the club, I do believe. The manager has certainly said they're keeping a close eye on the whole situation with him, but I'd love to see him complete his loan move for the whole season, see how he progresses, to see how his game progresses, because if he finishes the whole season in Hoffenheim, in Germany, he would have had a hell of a lot of playing time. He would have had a lot of goals, I do believe. He would have helped the team along with creating a number of assists, and in turn that will provide the needed essential experience moving forward with his transition to go into the first team. Of course, in the first team we do have the likes of Mkhitaryan, but I do believe if he continues to play the way he's playing now, and if he can bring the form back to England, he will easily be dispositioning someone like Mkhitaryan in the first team. But I'm kind of caught in two minds of him coming back in January. I do believe that it may slow his progress down in terms of him actually learning what he's currently learning at Hoffenheim, and we potentially may not see the same player. Of course, the Premier League is completely different to the Bundesliga. It's an extremely difficult league, as well as the fact that we will also be facing a lot of games in comparison to maybe what Hoffenheim would have been. We're still currently in 4 competitions, and all of those competitions aren't easy competitions. Last season we learnt the hard way in the FA Cup against Forest, and we ended up getting knocked out. So of course we may find it a little bit difficult if he does come back. So I want him to complete his loan move for the rest of the season. Will Arsenal be shooting themselves in the foot if they let the January transfer window close and not recall him? Will we be short of cover? Maybe, maybe not. We still have someone like Edin Nketiah, who's involved in and around the first first team who can certainly come in and plug in and maybe fill a hole when required. But in terms of first team cover, I believe we've got enough at the moment in terms of us moving forward within those cup competitions. Of course, Unai Emery likes rotating, and I do believe that keeps the squad fresh. But yeah, I'd love for Reiss Nelson to complete his loan move in Germany, and then next season he will have a full pre-season with the squad again, and then hopefully we can see him just get thrust into the spotlight, and hopefully we can unearth a fantastic player next season who will be able to score us a number of goals. But of course, it's an exciting prospect to get him back early, but I do believe to actually aid him in actually helping him progressing, he needs to stay for the rest of the season. But as usual, guys, please do let me know what you think in the comments below. If you're watching this video and you're not subscribed to the channel, please do make sure that you do hit that subscribe button. So once again, guys, it's your boy TC from I'm Gonna Talk TV, and I'm out.